a man beat senior citizen unconscious and stole his victim's car at Knight Point early Wednesday in the parking lot of a Whittier 99 cents only store before being captured. Michael Cabarria, 27, of Whittier is accused of carjacking in connection with the 7:55 a.m. crime outside the store, 15345 Whittier Boulevard. A 67-year-old Whittier man arrived in the parking lot of the store and was exiting his car when Cabarria approached. The victim said the suspect brandished a knife and then began to strike him in his head with his fists until he lost consciousness. When the victim came to his awareness, he noticed his vehicle, 2011 Toyota Yaris, red in color, was missing. Paramedics took the victim to hospital where he was treated for non-life-threatening injuries and released by medical staff. The suspect and the victim's car were gone when police responded to what was initially reported as fight, but an officer spotted the stolen Toyota about 2 hours later at Whittier Boulevard and Painter Avenue. Officers cautiously pulled over the car and took the driver, later identified as Cabarria, into custody. Police recovered a pocket knife from the suspect and were trying to confirm it was the same blade brandished at the carjacking victim. Cabarria was being held in lieu of $100,000 bail pending his initial court appearance. This is Crystal Percon. Talk about business. Let's hear it from the local and international.
Good morning everyone, this is Percy Palusan and I'll be reporting you the news about Franks International being appointed CEO and President to succeed Mr. D. Keith Musing, President of the company's founder. Mr. Garrett Luquette, currently a member of the board, is expected to be appointed after a special meeting set for January 23. He will continue to serve the board and Musing will serve as the executive chairman. Musing will remain actively involved with Franks International on a day-to-day basis, the company said in December 22 press release. Earlier this year, Musing gave the Houston Business Journal an inside look at the $3 billion company his grandfather Frank opened out of his garage 76 years ago. Luquette joined the company's board in November 2013 after he retired as the president of Chevron North America Exploration and Corporation Company that September. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette at 1978, and a former member of the American Petroleum Institute and a former member of the Greater Houston Partnership Executive Committee. He is currently served on the board of directors for the United Way of Greater Houston, as well as the board of directors of Houston-based McDermott International Corporation. Also, at the January 23 meeting, shareholders will be asked to elect former ConocoPhillips executive Williams Berry to serve on the company's board for a term expiring at the 2015 annual meeting. Earlier this month, Franks also named Jeffrey Bird as its new CFO. Frank has its global headquarters in Amsterdam, but its operational headquarters is in Houston. Its largest operations are in Louisiana. It has 4,500 employees company-wide and revenue of $1.8 billion, HBJ previously reported. The oilfield services company specializes in casting, tubular services, and equipment manufacturing. That's for the news today, and stay tuned. We'll be back.
I'm Risa Mundido, reporting for local business. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and the co-regulator Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, or the PDIC, is extending its rehabilitation and recovery program for rural banks up December 2015. PSP Governor Amanda M. Titanco said that the $5 billion strengthening program for rural banks, which will expire on Wednesday, could be in its last year in 2015. The program was first established in 2010 and has been revised twice, and its validity extended 3 times. As of December 18, the Central Bank and the PDIC approved 7 merging consolidation applications involving 14 banks and 4 STPI Bank has been granted branching perks but without financing assistance from PDIC, while 2 more applications for acquisition deals are being reviewed by the co-regulators. Big banks expanding network, some setting up branches in far-flung areas that in the past were mostly dominated by small banks. While larger banks may have their own reason for expanding their branching footprint, the net effect is that the rural banks now face more competition. As of end of September this year, the BSP is supervising 547 rural banks in the Philippines. Thank you. That's my report.
For sports, let's listen to the local and international news.
Afternoon. The sudden responsibility of leadership is resting well on Steve Smith's shoulders, and he's letting the captain's knock from him to lift Australia to a respectable 269 for 5 wickets after day 1 of the Boxing Day Test in Melbourne. Smith undertook from an injured regular Australia skipper Michael Clarke for the second Test in Durban, in which the home side won in 4 days to take a 2-0 lead in the best-of-5 match series. Now that's your latest sports news for today. Happy holidays, everyone. This is Andrea Molo reporting.
Good morning, everyone. This is Janica Garbazo reporting sports news. Floyd Mayweather defended his stance to call the shots in the negotiations for a potential super blockbuster showdown with Manny Pacquiao, saying he has the right to do so as he had once been on Pacquiao's level. When Mayweather battled Oscar De La Hoya in May 2007, Mayweather said he didn't have any beef with being the B-side. Last week, Mayweather challenged Pacquiao to a fight on May 2, 2015, provided that the Filipino agrees to everything that he will say. Pacquiao, who celebrated his 36th birthday last Wednesday, said he is ready to meet Mayweather and agree to a smaller pay. Top rank Bob Arum said he is in constant touch with CBS owner Les Monves in an effort to make the fight, although the Hall of Fame promoter is not that convinced that Mayweather will agree. Arum believes Mayweather is not scared of Pacquiao, but is more concerned about protecting his undefeated 47-0 record, knowing that Pacquiao is a certified threat to put a blemish on it. Still, Mayweather feels this fight should happen, but Mayweather insisted that Pacquiao should bow down before him. Besides, he did the same for De La Hoya.
Let us know our weather update in local and international.
Good morning, Philippines. I am Benj Midul, reporting for the International News Weather Report. On December 24 at about 2:30 p.m. local time, tornadoes ripped through Mississippi, causing 4 deaths and massive property damage. The severe weather will then be expected to move into northwestern Alabama, followed by a wave of heavy showers that are expected to dump 4 or 5 inches of rain in some areas. Now, for the international weather forecast, heavy rain is expected in the following cities: Amsterdam, Berlin, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Kaliningrad, Kuala Lumpur, New York, Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, Washington, and only a chance of rain will be expected here in Manila on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. Once again, Benj Midul reporting for the International News Weather Report.
Good morning, Crystal. Our latest update for our weather for today as of 5 o'clock a.m. is tail end of a cold front affecting eastern Visayas, northeast monsoon affecting northern Luzon, front of low pressure area affecting southern Mindanao. Bicol region, Visayas and Mindanao will experience cloudy skies with light to moderate rain showers and thunderstorms. The regions in Cagayan Valley, Cordillera, and Ilocos will have partly cloudy to at times cloudy skies with light rains. Metro Manila and rest of Luzon will be partly cloudy to cloudy with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Moderate to strong winds blowing from the northeast will prevail over Luzon and Visayas, and the coastal waters along these areas will be moderate to rough. Elsewhere, winds will be light to moderate, coming from the northeast with slight to moderate seas. This is the report weather update for today. This is Lino La Pastora reporting.
Now what's up with entertainment and show business, locally and internationally?
Justin Bieber's sad Christmas message for Selena Gomez. Aw, poor Justin. On Saturday night, December 20, the lonely singer shared a dimly lit selfie of him on shots that showed him looking sadder than ever. Merry Christmas was all the caption read, but Justin's photo wasn't very merry at all. In fact, it really looked like he was missing someone, Selena. They've had an on-again, off-again relationship for years, and since their relationship fizzled out towards the end of 2014, it doesn't look like they'll be spending the holidays together. So sad. Well, that's all for tonight. Merry Christmas.
Vice Ganda admitted that he and host actress Tony Gonzaga had a misunderstanding because of a comment shared to her sister Alex Gonzaga. Talking to the younger Gonzaga on his show Gandang Gabi Vice, the comedian asked his The Amazing Private Benjamin co-star to share why her sister did not talk to him during ABS-CBN special 2 weeks ago. Alex Gonzaga revealed that Tony is offended by the words of Vice. Vice Ganda defended himself and assumed that Tony Gonzaga misunderstood what he said, and think that Alex said something to Tony. Now, after the show, they didn't see each other. Vice Ganda as what Alex said, that my sister is mad at you because she said she is falling, and Alex says sorry to Tony, and Vice Ganda defended himself regarding the issue. According to the comedian, he truly loves the Gonzaga sisters. He is glad to be given a chance to get to know Alex more via the movie.
Want to know what's new, what's hot? There you go, in local international.
So here's the latest news about the music. Taylor Swift's 1989 album is back at number 1 in the Billboard's chart, and this time next week it will likely to be the top-selling album in the US. After a week where J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hill Drive knocked her to number 2, Swift is back on top, her 6th non-consecutive week at number 1 with the 1989. Billboard notes that 1989 has sold 3.36 million copies this year, putting it just behind the Frozen soundtrack, which has sold 3.46 million. At the rate the two albums are currently selling, Swift should though pass the soundtrack in time for the next week's chart. Next, The Pretty Reckless. The Pretty Reckless singer explains under unplugging the Going to Hell album. The Pretty Reckless frontwoman Taylor Momsen has explained why it's so important to record an acoustic revamp of the second album, Going to Hell. Despite the final product, she insists any good song should be able to stand when played on acoustic guitar, and she hopes the stripped-down version will reveal the building blocks of their songs. Momsen tells Loudwire it starts on acoustic, then you bring the band and see how it develops. It allows you to make a really good song that's simple at first and expands upon it. Meanwhile, she's continuing the work for material for the third album. The older you get, the more experience you have, she says. When you take time to look back, you have a different perspective. I think that definitely comes out in the writing, says Momsen. The band, who recently completed a UK tour, will hit the road in the US with the Nickelback in February. So for more details, stay tuned. Oh my God.
Hello everyone, I'm Thea Mignon and I'm here to share to you about what's hot and trending in the local news. Here's a list of some of the sexiest cars to ever hit the road this year. Its curvaceous body, powerful engine, luxurious seats, and unique allure, a smoking hot car can definitely draw people in just as much as a beautiful face. Describing a car as sexy is no longer just for automotive enthusiasts. It has also become a common expression when the head turner, happens to be an automobile. Check out our own list for the best looking loading works of art. Number 1. The Porsche 911 Targa 4. This open-top sports car is worth more than just a second glance. The Porsche 911 Targa 4 is indeed a style icon on the road and is perfect for bachelors and bachelorettes. Reminiscent of the ironic Targa bar from 1965. It offers an open-air driving experience with an exceptional engine. Top 2. The Jaguar F-Type Coupe. Even the biggest speed junkies will love this car. With the top-of-the-line V8R, the Jaguar F-Type Coupe can take you from 0 to 100 km per hour in around 4 seconds. The shriek and roar of its howling engines, along with its attractively chiseled lines, make it as one of the most covetable sports car available, especially in hot red. On top 3, the Lexus CT200H, a hybrid electric compact 4-door hatchback. The Lexus CT200H has an appealing and brawny look. It's a great looking car that can easily handle daily driver duties with optimum fuel efficiency. This hatchback beauty also complies with the world's strictest emission standards of at least 20% lower carbon emissions. A sexy car for environmentally conscious drivers. The BMW 1 Series Convertible. This car brings a new level of understated, modern glance with its stylish convertible design. With the BMW 1 Series Convertible, you can enjoy the warmth of the sun until the very last sun rays or the view of the flickering city lights at night as well. Last but not least, the A-Mini. Minis needs little introduction. They're tiny, lightweight, and totally fun to drive. It has been a mainstay in automotive fashion as it manages to mix its traditional beauty with modern poise. Tune in for the next episode if you want to know more about the Philippines' most trending and hottest gadgets